there, YouTube family, and welcome into today's video, which I actually wasn't planning on filming at all today. I was just sitting here putting my makeup on, and thus the hair that is absolutely stick straight. But I was just sitting here putting my makeup on, and I watch videos, makeup videos, every morning when I'm doing that. And I was watching Lisa J's video on the beauty brand SuperStars tag, the products that really stand out in any given brand, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta sit down and film this immediately. And the reason is because I think this is a wonderful idea. Lisa called it brilliant. I think it is brilliant. Stephanie Marie is the one that actually originally started this tag, and I think it's fantastic that she did that. I'm going to tag some of my friends here in the mature community, and then I have some other gals that are younger that I think are just hammering it out just awesome on the beauty community that I'm going to tag too. If I don't tag you, just hop on here and do this, because this seems like it's going to be so much fun. Okay, now the biggest purpose in this is to give you an idea of where to start in a specific brand, and that's because I get a lot of people saying, you know, even though I'm in my 40s or I'm in my 30s or whatever, I'm just starting into makeup, you know, and I don't know where to start. I need lots of help. And so I think that this is a really great way to introduce you to certain brands and certain lines and the things that I have loved. So I think if you start watching these tags, you're going to get a really good view of what is really good in each brand. And a lot of these are higher end or luxury brands for me anyway. Things that I normally wouldn't purchase, but I get them on the Sephora sale or the Ulta sale. So I'm going to just jump right into these brands. Everything will be tagged and linked below so that you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. Okay, first thing I'm going to start with is Viseart. Viseart has the most gorgeous palettes, you guys. We all know, everybody touts Viseart, but you look at it and you're going, oh my gosh, I don't think I can take that $80 jump into those palettes, or the $160 that they have for their palettes too. I have two of their Theory palettes, and these palettes are so nice because they're just little palettes that give you a sampling of what Viseart is all about. The pans are fairly good size, which I think is fantastic. And let me just swatch a couple of them for you. This is from the Amethyst one right here, and this one is probably, you know, if you're a purple lover, I would dive right into that. So here's three of the colors right here. I just think they're so beautiful. This side of the palette is all metallics or shimmers, and this side is all matte. So that Amethyst palette is one that I would recommend. I know that they did come out with a couple new ones just recently. I believe they came out with a rust colored one and an emerald colored one, which, oh my gosh, they look gorgeous. And then this one is called the Nuance palette. Now, I didn't realize that the Nuance palette had all shimmers in it, but you guys, I didn't get disappointed in it. And these colors right here, they're just more of a satin color. They're not quite along the lines of being, you know, like a metallic bright in your face one, which I really love wearing this one on my lid. I just think it's so pretty. So those are a great option for you to be able to just try. Okay, from Clinique, I really love Clinique's line. I think that they are fantastic. Their skincare is fantastic. I have some of their foundations. I have some of their lippies, but in all reality, their blush pops, I absolutely love them. I think they're so pretty. I have several colors, but this one is called Heather Pop, and it's the one that I gravitate to the most. And it's just such a pretty color. It doesn't have any shimmer. My hand has shimmer on it. Forgive me, but it doesn't have any shimmer in it. So it's one of those ones that you can just build up or sheer out, and it's so pretty, and it's very long lasting. For me, that is probably where I would start, or with one of their lipsticks, because their lipsticks are standout as well. Now from Laura Mercier, there is a couple products I own. I love her lip liner in Burberry. I think it's so pretty. It's actually the lip liner that I have on today, but the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Translucent Powder is so pretty, and it's just one of those powders that's super fine, and it might look like it might have a little bit of a color in here, but you guys, it doesn't. It just blurs and makes everything seamless, and it just wears so well. And even on mature skin, this does really well. Okay, now for Laura Geller. This is a brand that I think it gets overlooked, and I love Laura Geller. I think that her cosmetics are so good, and she's always trying so hard to be innovative and find what works for mature skin gals. This is the Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues, and these blushes, you can get them anywhere from a subtle sheen to like a satin, and she does have a line of, look how beautiful that is. It's such a beautiful blush and such a beautiful blush topper as well. And she does have a line of blushes that are matte, which I love just as much. But these blushes, the Baked and Brighten ones, the Blush and Brighten ones, I think they're just so beautiful. So give her a try on the blushes if you're wanting to try her and you don't know where to start. From Lancome, I got this powder. This is called the Absolute Power, and this is in Absolute Golden. And I got this when Jaclyn Hill had it in her favorites, I think in 2016. I'm not sure exactly. But you guys, oh, I think she had another color of it in her favorites this year. But you guys, this powder is so beautiful. And what it is it's like a light dusting of your face after you've done all your makeup, just to give you this ethereal glow. And it is so beautiful, you guys. It's not a heavy sheen. It's not one that's going to give you a lot of, you know, like beam me up from the moon type thing. I absolutely love it. I would recommend it wholeheartedly. The golden one is a little bit pink, even though it says it's golden. This is a beautiful powder. I've hardly even made a dent in it, and like I said, I've had it a year. So absolutely beautiful on this Absolute Powder from Lancome. This foundation from NARS, I know a lot of people have been really having a hard time with NARS, so please excuse me if you're one of those people that doesn't like NARS anymore. I apologize. However, the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation from NARS is my #1 go-to foundation of all time. I love this foundation. It is absolutely just seamless, perfect, wears like crazy. It gives you a wonderful dewy look to your face. And yet, if you have oily skin, I've heard a lot of gals say that they love it as well. My color is in Punjab, and I have it on today, and I did self-tan a little bit last night, so I do have this on today, and it is my perfect match. This foundation is fantastic. I'm looking forward to trying their new foundation, and I'll let you know about that. But another foundation that I wanted to let you know about is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is so beautiful, you guys. It just wears like none other. I mean, the NARS one is really good as far as coverage, but this one is completely full coverage. I would say NARS is medium to full coverage depending on how you build it, but this is completely full coverage. And you guys, Emily Noel wore this while she was giving birth to her baby, and she looked like a princess after she was done, and we saw her photos. So this is what that's all about. It's just fantastic foundation, and I know foundations are one of those things that everybody kind of is very, you know, it's almost personal, a foundation. But this foundation is an awesome foundation, so give that one a try. Charlotte Tilbury. I have tried a foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. I've tried a bronzer highlighter palette from her. I like everything I've gotten from her. But I would say if I had something that I could just get an unlimited supply from her, it would be her night cream. And it's because my eyes are so dry underneath. It doesn't matter if I put an oil on them and then a regular night cream on them or eye cream on them. I will wake up and I will feel like the life's been sucked out of my eyes. I don't know why. They've always been that way. It's almost like if you were to merge a really strong lip balm with a really good cream. And it's just, I love it. It will hydrate me and keep me hydrated all night long. And if I put anything under it, it's going to help that stay on so it sinks in. This is a pricey little number, but from Charlotte Tilbury, if I had the choice and I could spend unlimited amounts, like I said, I would absolutely buy that in a heartbeat over and over again. Okay, MAC Cosmetics. Again, these are ones that I don't own a lot of stuff in. I own a blush, I own a foundation, but I went in and I started off by getting his lipsticks, and you guys, I love his lipsticks. The cream formulas, the matte formulas, it doesn't matter. This one right here is called Plum Crazy. It has a little bit of like a shimmer to it. And then this one right here is called Snob, and it's just a cream. But they're so creamy, they're so lovely, they wear so well. I would totally suggest that you start off with one of their lipsticks because they're just so comfortable. They're so beautiful. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And speaking of gorgeous lipsticks, my go-to for lipsticks is absolutely 100% Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay's lipsticks. I think that they are right up there with MAC's lipsticks. Their quality is fantastic. They have the most versatile shade range I think I've ever seen. So I absolutely adore these lipsticks. You can get them in sheers, you can get them in mattes, you can get them in metallics, you can get them in creams. comfort mattes, full-on mattes. They do such a good job. So I'm going to just start from this side. This one is Backfire, Crisis is the next one, Sheer Rapture, and then Rapture Cream, and then Asphyxia. So those are the ones that I just absolutely adore. I reach for them over and over again. I love Crisis with just a little bit of gloss in the middle. So pretty. So I think that you can do no wrong with going with Urban Decay's lipsticks or their lip liners. Their lip liners are fantastic too. Speaking of liners, I'm going to slip into the drugstore for a second. This is the NYX Slide On Glide On Waterproof Eyeliners, but these colors are just so pretty, you guys. They're very bright, they're very brilliant, and they just stay on. They stay on every bit as good as the higher end ones, and I absolutely love them. And you guys have completely misplaced my glasses, so I'm going to list these below so that you can get an idea of what they are, what colors those are. But yes, these are some that I absolutely love. I think they're fantastic. They wear like a dream, and they are so soft as they go on your eyes, no tugging whatsoever. Okay, I'm staying with lower price point, but this is an online company. You can't get in the drugstore. Well, actually, I think you can get ColourPop at Ulta and Sephora now. Yeah, you can. Okay, so this is the Gimme More palette, and this is their highlighters. I've spoken about this so many times in my videos, you guys, but these highlighters, they are like glass. I am not kidding. There is like no glitter whatsoever in them. They are, you put them on, they show no texture. You can wear them on your eyes, you can wear them in your inner corner, on your brow bone, on your cheeks, nose, whatever you want to do. They're so beautiful, so worth the money, and I feel like I'm never ever going to run out of that. I love that palette. It's so pretty. So if you're thinking about some place to start with ColourPop, either start with one of their palettes or start with one of their highlighters because they're so good. Now, I love their Super Shock shadows too, but that is fantastic. Okay. You guys know I had to put this in here. Juvia's Place. This is absolutely my standout company for eyeshadow palettes and their formulas. This one is the Masquerade. And the reason that I picked this up is because this is so versatile as far as what you need to get started on a complete eye look or a complete eyeshadow look from a company. So you have down here, you have several mattes, and up here you have these beautiful pop of colors clear through the whole rainbow, but you do get those very neutral colors as well. Like right here is two very neutral colors that you could use as your transition colors, and then possibly pop a bit of blue on. Bam, look at that. Isn't it absolutely just, it just makes my heart happy when I look at these shadows. They're so beautiful, you guys. This palette is a must. As far as I'm concerned, if you even remotely like colors, okay, you don't like colors? Okay, take and step outside of your comfort zone. Do some of the regular ones or the neutral ones across your top, and then pop just a tiny bit of color on your bottom lash line, you guys. Want to choose any of them and do that, and you guys, I swear to you, you will not be disappointed. I promise. It is so much fun to do that if you're not used to it. And this is a palette that you can do that with because it's not terribly expensive, and if you hate it, then you know you're not out too much money. But I don't think you're gonna hate it. I think you're gonna love it. Soft, creamy, buttery, blends like a dream, works so well, lasts forever. I love Juvia's Place. Okay, the last company that I'm going to talk about, I have quite a few products from because I think this is really kind of a standout company for me. Marc Jacobs. I have his Tantastic bronzer in, I think this one is in Omega. This was a release along with his coconut line last year, and yes, it does smell like coconuts. This is his highlighter. I'm going to swatch all these for you. And then this is his lip gloss. You guys, I love everything about this. First of all, the lip gloss. This one is called Sugar Sugar, and it's just like this, just beautiful. It's very clear when you get it on, but the shine that it gives you and the pout look that it gives you is so pretty. I absolutely love it. This again is the coconut highlighter from his coconut line, the highlighter. And I'm just going to put a little pump, and oh my gosh, I put way too much on there. Okay, let me show you what I did. Okay, see that? That's too much. But I'll just rub it across here so you guys can see what it does. Look at that. Wow. I'm not kidding. It is just like Let's just dot that across here, should we? And then look at it. It's so pretty. No, you won't get texture from this, I promise. At least I didn't. I promise. I can't promise that kind of thing, should I? But anyway, just so beautiful. Look at that ethereal glow. Oh my gosh. And then the Omega bronzer, that one just came back. But for me, this is the perfect mix between not too orange, but not too cool. And it just, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, you guys. And again, it smells like coconuts. And again, it is quite a pricey number, but look at the size of that pan. I don't know if I could ever go through that. I mean, I've barely like even made a tiny little dent in it, and I use it all the time in the summer. So this was an absolute, so happy I bought it. Okay, these are his gel eyeliners, and you guys, I don't care which one of these you choose, you're gonna have a standout star. This is a red one. I think it's called, oh, I can't remember what it's called right now. But they really do go on so pretty. They slide on fantastic. I've got stuff dropping everywhere. They slide on fantastic. They stay throughout the day. He has a million colors in them, and yes, they are a little bit pricey, but for me, it's so worth it because they stay on. They're so good. This one's my favorite. I think it's called Jazzberry, and that one is my very, very favorite. It's kind of a mauve-y, purpley, pretty. Just love it. And of course, black and brown, and then I have a blue. But yeah, so that is Marc Jacobs, and I don't know if you could go wrong with anything that you actually picked up from Marc Jacobs. Okay, that's it for this video. I absolutely loved doing this tag video. Watch a few of these. You're going to get some great ideas. I already have. I watched a couple of them, and I've already gotten some wonderful ideas. So fantastic. If you're not tagged, again, jump in here and do this tag. You will love it. I'm so excited. I love you guys so very much. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.